Hi everyone, in today's video I've got lots of garden jobs to be getting on with. First job on the list is to get rid of all the limbs off of this tree. It's a fallen apple tree. Now we absolutely love this tree. What I'm going to try and do is cut it back, all the extended limbs, and see whether we can put it back up again. Don't know whether I can, but it's well worth a try. Now it's only partially uprooted, so I'm sure if I get it back in time, upright and staked, this could well grow again, but only time will tell. Now, as ever, I'm being supervised by a little robin. Everywhere I go in the garden, he keeps an eye on me. Waiting for some worms to be unearthed, I dare say. Can you see him on the ground? He's just flown off to the right. There's a little camera shy. There he is to the right of the fallen tree. So it's time to get all of this on my newly refurbished trailer. Time to trim these limbs up so I can get through that opening. Now my initial plan was to take all this to the local recycling centre. Now they shred it all and it goes back into compost and stuff like that. But I thought, well, why take it away when I could make some extra habitat for little creatures and animals. Got the dell, which is the sunken area right here. Now all of this is close by. Chop it up. I'll make some habitats down there. Stack the logs, maybe for burning later on. No need to take it away, a change of plan. Sometimes you just need to think these things through. Initially I see the chaos everywhere and I thought, right, let's get it all away, but no, properly managed. I can chop it all up and put it down here. Now initially when I done the dell, it was all dug out by hand. In that area there, I put loads of logs and it's all sort of decomposed down, so that is the natural place for all this stuff to go. Whatever was I thinking? Maybe I wasn't thinking, that was a problem. Okay. I'll stack all these limbs to one side. And then I'll come over with the chainsaw and chop these up into more manageable pieces. They can go there. As for all the limbs, chop them up, chuck them down, let them decompose, break down, feed the soil, like I say, create a habitat. Boy, that saved me some work. Work smart, not hard. Now before I start putting all the limbs down there, there's some brambles that I need to address. It's a lot harder to deal with those once there's a mix of logs on top. Now you never fully get rid of these brambles, but certainly keep on top of them. The trouble with brambles, as soon as the tips touch the ground, if they're there long enough, they root and then go again, so they spread. Okay. Now believe it or not, there is a path down into the dell, but yeah, it's pretty much overgrown now. And I don't mind the fact that this is an overgrown wildlife area. That's part of its purpose really, as a bit of a sanctuary for things. But we do use it. We sit here sometimes. I do like to, keep it under control. It's just these brambles. It's when they start damaging everything around that's the problem, including me. They're very spiteful. It is satisfying when you get your own back on these brambles, especially after they've got you a few times. Whew, it's an ongoing process. Now, believe it or not, the pathway down into the dell is through there. Now, I did a few years ago plant some bamboo as a bit of screening. That certainly needs cutting back. I think I will work my way through there. We do need access down there. And now is as good a time as any, I think. Now this is honeysuckle, so I don't mind tying that back. Not quite sure what this one was, or is, but it's a bit of a trip hazard, so let's give it a haircut. And any limbs that are crossing over each other, they'll rub and then disease will set in. Yeah, and the honeysuckle is starting to come into bud. Don't know whether that's early, but it's certainly welcomed. This is just the tool. That's better. We're getting there. Just here we can see all those lovely daffodils waiting to burst into bloom. They won't be long. I think we've already got snowdrops out. There is another path through there. Yep, we've got to tackle those brambles at some stage. Yep, it all looks a little bit of a mess at the moment, but it often does this time of year. come spring, everything starts bursting into colour and shape. This becomes really quite special down here. Again, there is another footpath through here. Along here. Yep, the more I look at it, the more I think those two willows to the left of the peach tree have got to come out as well. Now I believe that this stone here would have originally come out of my cottage that I'm living in at the moment. Yep, an element of the fireplace in the kitchen, sadly long gone. I think it's time to change over to the hedge cutting attachment for my strimmer. Let's see if that can do any better. Yeah, we had a storm the other day and it blew that shutter off into the pond. So that's definitely got to come out. Nearly. Or do I chance it? Yeah, that's good. It's looking a little bit better. Still a long way to go though. Now with these willow whips that I'm trimming off, if I want to, I can put them in some water for a little while, just make a hole into the ground, insert them in. 9 times out of 10 they pretty much take, so we'll put these to one side. I'm going to give this a bit of a trim up. Maybe I'll put some this side, make like a tunnel through here. This also grows ever so quick. I did cut this right down, as you can see it's back up again, which is good in a way. course, there's lots to be getting on with in the cottage, but certain things in the garden are time sensitive, which means you have to do it at a particular time, otherwise the birds will start nesting, little creatures start making their homes in the tree. So yeah, you only get a certain window of opportunity in between the weather as well. It was pouring down earlier, I did get a little bit wet, but nevertheless we got quite a lot done today. Yeah, pleased with progress. That's one path cleared. Now for this one. I may just as well give this a haircut for it hopefully gets put back in its rightful position. Not quite sure of how heavy it is. I think I'll take a few more limbs off of that end, maybe prop it up underneath and then just take it from there. Be nice if I can save it, because they was lovely apples, eating apples. Never good to lose a tree really, is it? Especially if you have good fruit from it. Now I think before I take off that one and the other one, I'm going to get a prop underneath. Yeah, because it's just resting on these. May work. That should hold it. Right, time for the chainsaw. Safety first. There's my visor. Now this may get to a point where I can't shift it anymore, but until that point is reached, I won't know. So let's just give it a go. Yeah, okay. It's only effective to a point, that base one. Shame I haven't got anything to use a turfer off of, because I'd ratchet it up from over there. Okay, I've called in the big guns now. 1, 2, 3, yep. Yeah. Step to one side. I've got me to hold this while you get the. Yeah. Obviously stay to one side. Yeah. Okay, now that we've got it to this point, the ground itself doesn't seem to be sitting right with the tree, so I don't think it's going to take. There's quite a few snapped roots there, wasn't there, when we straightened it up?
Snaps it.
Yeah, so
it feels like it's underneath. That
yeah,
it's, not.
It's too unstable in the ground. So what we're going to do is lower it down, and yeah, chainsaw time. maybe I'll dry this out and make something of this, so the tree didn't go to waste or go up in smoke. It's a beautiful piece of wood, lovely graining in it. So yeah, I'll earmark this for a special project. So while they're seasoning, they might as well be stacked neatly, well, kind of neatly. At least it's nice and safe. Yep, it can't fall down on anyone now. Okay, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the cottage in the next one. Bye for now.